That's always good.
Yep. This is the Nerdy Old Men Podcast, recognized by City View Magazine as best of the best in podcasts. And here are your hosts, the old bald man Chad and Redneck Wes. Hey, buddy.
Hey, bud.
What is happening?
Well, we're back live.
We are at, man, the YouTube seeing some views, and we appreciate that, man. We appreciate the desire to
hang out with us for
I'm going to say look at our faces, but I think it's maybe more just like laugh at our faces, which is fine too. Hey, whatever works.
I do need to kind of turn the camera a little bit because we got like your nose.
Okay.
Oh, the things you learn when you're trying to live stream and podcast and all this technical stuff. Where is Brady? We need Brady in here to fix stuff. Ah, yeah. Stupid school.
He's at school. Yeah. Yep. Hey, man. So what's been going on?
I survived another week. Well, we had company.
Oh, well, that's okay.
So it was what they call best of the best. They come in audit stores and everything. So
for work.
Yes.
Oh, never mind then. That's
yeah.
not fun.
So that was very demanding. Yesterday was a very long day, so I am ill prepared for today's show, but how is that different than any other time?
Yeah. Well, anyways, yeah.
But we did bring in some...
you got some props and stuff, man. Just like we always say, always take a look around. Typically, my art wall will remain the same, but take a look around because we'll throw some things out there. But before we get into all that kind of stuff, man... yeah, so I fixed my car this morning, so that was good. Yeah, that was last week I pulled in from dropping my kid off, and steam came out from...
Which is never good.
It's not good. It's not a good thing, right? So stupid is a little plastic tube that runs from the top of the engine to the reservoir tank to cycle the coolant, you know? Yeah. It broke and sprayed all over the place. So I was hoping that was the only issue. But
wait, there's more.
No, thus far, it is the only issue. So that was, rejoicing on that one. But anyway, so tell us about the props we got here today, man. So I know you've been working on Judge Dredd.
Yeah, I'm working on Street Judge.
Yeah,
going to Dragon Con next weekend.
Yeah, Dragon Con in Atlanta, Georgia, the Party Con.
Yes.
Wow. Why?
Free ticket?
Oh, yeah. All right.
My buddy John, him and my other friend Adam, we've all wanted to do like a Judge Dredd, like the Carl Urban one.
Yeah.
And Adam went ahead and got his stuff, and I was like, man, that's been on my list. He goes, man, you need to do it. I was like, okay, I'm going to order the stuff. And John was like, I'm going to order the stuff. And so John and I have been working, trying to get suits completed. And going to debut that one at Dragon Con in Atlanta.
There we go.
Which is going to be like 90 plus.
Yep, so. But your helmet here is cool much in comparison to other types of headgear I wore when I did some cosplay stuff. But it's a lot open in the bottom, which
that's
you
nice.
Can breathe.
Because a lot of helmets that I've had have been full face, other than Captain America, and that's nice. But that one's, I got that from a member in the Judge Dredd group, Andy Taylor. He somehow got a screen-worn helmet, had a cast off of it, and he sells those. So if you get on Facebook,
perfect then, isn't it?
For the Judge Dredd cosplay group, and I don't know if he has any more available, but I got that. He was doing a run, and I got that. And had to modify the padding in it a little bit because
for your big old melon.
Yeah. Well, my nose did not fit. The visor was coming in right on top of it. I'm like, this is not good. But then got it ready and looking forward to debuting Judge Payne. The one time my name comes in good.
He's been waiting for that forever and ever and ever.
And then I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to move Venger here first.
So what he's talking about here is, there's a Venger action figure on the table here from the original Dungeons & Dragons cartoon. But he also has a Transformers, Robots in Disguise, Pepsi
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime.
My buddy Neil brought that back off one of his trips. And it was just neat, because he knows I work at Pepsi, and they're not a paid sponsor of the show, but I wish they was.
No, that's true. That's true.
But the trailer, actually, you can put an actual 20-ounce bottle on his trailer. And so
that's cool.
I don't remember exactly where he was at when he picked that up, but
that's pretty awesome. If it was a
Japan trip or
right
somewhere overseas, but he picked that up. And then your really cool Venger. That's
and Grogu. We got Grogu sitting on the table.
Grogu's just he hangs out on the table quite a bit.
He chills out. He Stinky is on a break today.
He's sitting there watching from the shelf over there.
But another thing that's really cool though, and we'll post some pictures of this stuff online so you audio listeners can hear that too. But Wes found a book that has one of our helmet stickers on it from high school football, and it was. Is that the same book that you use then, or
technically it's the second book because the original
it's a notebook full of D&D old D&D character sheets and things like that.
It was a blue one.
Okay.
And because the sticker just had a clear background because we had white helmets,
That's right.
And so I stuck it on the blue notebook, and it finally just bit the dust.
Yeah.
Because we used to game hard in high school.
Oh, yeah.
And so I got that one, and that book is still probably
it's old,
25 years old, anyways.
It's old.
So I just cut the cougar paw off and glued it to that one.
That's fun, man.
But was going through some stuff and looking at old characters, and wow, we were power gamers.
Well, it's
I mean,
it's funny. I actually found my old book too, and it was like the successor to Trapper Keeper.
Yeah,
and it was like it was zipped up instead.
Yeah,
of
I still use it. It's a Trapper Keeper.
Is it a Trapper Keeper one?
Yeah, the black one that I carry.
I got a black one too. It's in the closet.
Yeah, it zips up. Yeah, it's a Trapper Keeper.
Oh, no joke.
I think I can't remember if Mead made the original Trapper Keeper. So if you're out there listening or watching, comment in the chat window. Let us know if it was Mead that actually made the original Trapper Keeper. Yeah. But I wasn't lucky enough to have the original Trapper Keeper. We just we didn't get stuff like that. But I got that one. I like that look, Chad. Just get the camera. But I still take that one. I mean, I do shows.
No, it is the notebook to be used.
Yeah, well, I like it because I can zip it up, and if I've got autographs or anything,
I
can put it in there and don't have to worry about it getting bent up.
Yeah, it's
really stuff in a backpack.
Cool. Yeah,
but
this is neat to see this here. I mean, I did that a while back too. I found that out in the little crawl space, sometimes called an attic over the garage.
Yes,
and I climbed up there and was digging some stuff out. It was a few years ago, and I found that one, and it still has the green, in beige. Character sheets, my Legar character sheet.
Well, now I was,
which is cool.
I was going through the garage. That's the big summer project I've been working on, and I actually found a complete booklet of original second edition character sheets.
Oh, really?
They're blank.
Like unused ones?
Yes, they're
Holy
blank.
crap!
So
that's really cool.
Because I've got them with all my second edition books and third edition books.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that was just one of those things.
You got to keep that stuff.
Well,
that's hardcore, man.
Yeah, I mean, we were never really lucky enough to have like original sheets because we would get one and we would photocopy the crap out of them.
Yeah, I got a green one. Mm-hmm. I don't know where. I think maybe one of us bought a booklet of them.
I think that was how it went.
And then we all got one and used it. But I think we did make copies.
Yeah, I remember
other characters, but I'm surprised you didn't have an Adamus on a
green one because when we first started playing, everything was just wrote on notebook paper. Yes. We just kind of did our own thing. And I remember Peace, it may have been you or somebody had the green ones because you could go back to the library for like 10 cents and copy stuff.
Yeah.
And Jason had like $1 or $2, and we copied a bunch of character sheets. So my original, which is in there.
This was before the internet, folks.
Yeah, my original characters are in there on the original photocopy.
That's kick butt, man. I love that.
So it was neat to see that. And I was like, well, I'm going to bring that in today. Just,
Nah, it's really cool to see this.
'cause we've just kind of been doing ramble since we started filming.
Well, but no, today,
Let there be rejoicing.
Let there be rejoicing. I personally think, because I found out the other day that Acolyte Season 2 got freaking canceled. And I'm so happy about that. I really am.
And this coming from the guy that likes Star Wars content.
Well, I'm an apologist. I really am for a lot of that stuff because I love Star Wars so much that
Yes.
any Star Wars is good Star Wars until this happens.
You have to walk that one back, aren't you?
Definitely on this one, I was wrong on this one. Actually, if you go back and look or listen, I imagine I probably said I didn't have a lot of high hopes for this one. And again, I got through one episode and I just didn't care for it.
Well, and I mean,
and we've talked about this a bunch, but officially the news is, hey, it got canceled.
Well, it's funny because I've watched a lot of reactions to it on YouTube and stuff. And the people that really liked it are just like, well, that's the toxic fanboys have won, and Disney's not going to try to do anything different. They're just going to worry about making money. And
have they watched Deadpool Wolverine?
Well, there's another can of worms to get into.
Yeah.
But
Which, by the way, I loved.
Sticking with Acolyte.
Yes. Went down a rabbit hole.
When does that ever stop us? But with the Acolyte, there was I gave it an honest shot. And
you did, which I was quite surprised.
I made it 3 episodes, and I'm like, this is hot garbage.
Really?
And they wanted to say, well, the fans, the toxic fan. It's always the toxic fans. It's never just like, I'm just a fan. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not.
Yeah.
This was not good.
No.
And they want to say it was because we don't want diversity.
I don't care. It wasn't good.
It just wasn't good.
It just wasn't good.
And then you have some people say, well, you're never going to get a story, a live action Darth Plagueis. You're never going to get a young Palpatine. You're never going to get.
You might, but this isn't good.
I will go back to what I have said, and I will die on this hill. You had 40 years worth of great books that were written. And you said, "Oh, we're not going to use any of that."
Well, I think they might.
And then they started cherry picking the stuff that they wanted out of it.
They might start going in that direction, and I think that won't be a bad thing.
And I'm like, wow, fans are fans of a property for a reason. It's like there's things that they like.
Yep.
When you start giving them things that they don't like and say, well, you're going to like this, and they're like, oh, no, we don't like it, and then you attack your fans. Yellow. That makes no sense.
So we titled the episode "Cancellations and Rejoicing." So yeah, let's be real, and you can hate on us if you want, but he and I both, we just didn't care for it, and I actually don't know anybody that did. I'm sure there are some, and great. Rewatch it if you want to. Make sure the mouse gets a little bit of something out of it there. But what I am rejoicing about, I'm not necessarily rejoicing that the Acolyte got canceled because but if it would have been good, I'd have been upset. Because I would like to have been good. Something that was good, that got low ratings initially, that is coming back for season 2 is Andor. And Andor is my favorite Disney Plus television Star Wars series.
You just don't like these space wizards, do you?
Well, there's not any of that till later seasons of Mandalorian, and I love the Mandalorian. But
the Mandalorian was a Western, though.
Yes,
and I think that
really like.
I think
Andor.
that would have helped some of these other shows if they had kind of kept that.
Well, the thing with Andor is it came out when, like, I don't know, House of the Dragon and a couple other things. The Lord of the Rings series thing they did, or something like it came out about that same time. So it had some competing stuff, and they didn't have a lot of fanfare for it and advertise it a whole lot. But like Rogue One fanboys, fangirls, that's the stuff, man. I love it.
And you've always said that you liked Rogue One.
Rogue One's my favorite Star Wars movie. I'm Gen X. I'm not supposed to say that. It's supposed to be Empire.
Well, I think
it was Empire until that one came out.
I think for you though, because you like war films, and it was a war movie.
I like tactical stuff. I like the man and woman in the dirt type stuff.
Yeah,
the low level combat, the grunt stuff. Yeah. Right. I like the Force, Sith, and the Jedi and stuff like that. Sith more than the Jedi. Let's be real. But that combat stuff, like now, I mean, I love the Empire, but the stormtroopers fighting, the different types of stormtroopers fighting,
yeah.
the different types of rebels fighting each other and things like that. That's what I like so much about it. And Andor is just, it's just the intrigue and the political stuff, and then the espionage. And you can see that because when you start seeing Star Wars, like for us, when we watched back in the day, those conflicts are already established.
Yeah.
Now you get to see where it came from. When both of those entities still don't know who they are and trying to figure out what to do with each other. And I dig that a lot.
Well, for me, it was, I picked up on the correlation, that Star Wars is basically a retelling of the Arthurian legends.
Right.
It's the hero's journey. And I got that, I guess, because I like to read stuff like that, that high fantasy aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, that really resonated. Some people, maybe not into knights and
those
sword
people are not
fights and
cool,
stuff.
so whatever. Carry on.
But for me, like, Rogue One was much more difficult to get into because I knew how the story was going to end. That's why I didn't care for Solo. I knew how it was going to end, so it was like I didn't have this, oh my God. And if you had gone into it knowing absolutely nothing and kind of built up to
True.
what this is going to be.
That,
But for me, it just, I'm like, I can't get invested in these characters because I know they're all going to die because Mon Mothma says when they're talking about, she goes, many Bothans died to get us these. You knew everybody that was involved in smuggling the Death Star plans to Princess Leia were dead.
Yeah.
Now, I will say that the hall scene with Vader, spoiler alert if you've not seen it.
If you haven't seen it, what the hell is you doing?
That is amazing.
Well,
but it was, and the guy that did the fight choreography said we can't do anything crazy with Vader because we've already established how his fighting style is.
No, he's older. Yep.
After Mustafar. So he has a certain fighting style. So you can't have him doing flips and tricks. But if you watch that fight, there's a lot of force pull, force push. He's taking weapons. He's blocking the blaster bolts, bouncing them back. Everything that he did in the original movies. Yes. So I'm like, okay, at least they paid attention to certain things.
Yep.
Instead of just having him come in and, doing like the Yoda flips and stuff like that.
Which he wouldn't be able to. He wouldn't be able to do anymore. He's half of what he was. I mean, even with the machines and stuff. But I see what you're saying.
Using the Force, you could argue that he could.
I see what you're saying.
They kept it. They're like, this is established. I think a lot of problems that people had with, hot garbage that Disney's putting out is they're going in and they're retconning everything, and they're changing things, and you're like, and if you say anything about it, you're instantly toxic.
Yeah. Well,
I'm like, okay, if it works for the story, but then, at the end of it, it shows them going to talk to Yoda. Well, you go to episode 1, and they're like, the Sith's been eradicated for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
And now you're going to say that Yoda knew?
Didn't say anything.
And didn't say anything?
And he's the boss. He's the guy in charge.
I'm like,
yeah.
That's no.
You got to correlate this stuff a little bit better than that. But like, I'm excited about Andor because I like that backstory. Even though that that they're dead, it doesn't. Have you seen Andor yet? You haven't watched all of it.
I watched a little bit of it, and I couldn't get hooked.
It's not just Cassian Andor. It talks about Mon Mothma, and it talks about the partisans in Saw Gerrera, and it shows their expanded, how it started for them. Andor's just the vehicle to kind of begin with, right? So this next season of it's supposed to be like something like 4 years or something like that. I don't really know, but it's supposed to be, so there'll be some time jump, right? A couple episodes in one time period, a couple of...
I can handle that if it makes sense for the story.
Escalates towards Rogue One.
But what I'm worried about is them doing like they did in the Kenobi series. And Princess Leia's running around, saving Obi-Wan on these, on this rescue mission that he's gone to get her. And I'm like, she had never met Kenobi.
No.
And I'm like, that's kind of an important story detail. I mean, hello, do you think? Oh yeah, I knew Obi-Wan. You know, she meets him, and
Yeah,
and does all this stuff with him, and then it's just like
each other. Yeah.
Oh yeah, your wizard friend, you know, he's dead. Sorry, Luke. Dude saved your life, and you have no connection with him.
Yeah.
You keep no connection with him over the years.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
You know, things like that, and then, well, you just don't like it because you're a toxic fanboy. You just do anything, you can change and different, and your different point of view. No, you just made a mistake, and you're trying to cover your butt.
That's okay. But I am rejoicing about Andor.
Well,
because I think it's good.
That's good though. I mean, Jonathan is
Michelle J is watching.
Yeah, Michelle J is watching, and he says, you know, hi from work, and he says Wes's halfling sucks.
Well, all right then. Hey, that's my brother. Yeah. Which he and I got a Star Wars Legion tournament tomorrow down at Sci-Fi City, so that will be awful. I'll get destroyed, and it'll be okay. So will he. It'll be all right. It'll be all right.
With your superior tactics.
No, I'll just get beat up. So the game. But you need to go watch Deadpool and Wolverine, man. I'm telling you.
Well, I've seen enough online. I kind of know the movie.
So funny, but there's so many. I need to see it again because there's so many little things that, like, it'd be half a second of audio. I'm like, and I catch that. So I know I missed a bunch. Only seeing it one time.
I've seen some stuff. It's just with my schedule and everything that's going on.
Wait till it comes out, and
I won't get to see it. But
I do want. I want to say something that's funny. So it's not a story spoiler, okay? So, give me a couple minutes to talk here, and I'll wave back at the camera when I'm done. But anyway, when they're fighting in this minivan, which is hilarious.
Yes.
One of them slams the other one against the radio, and it starts playing The Greatest Show from The Greatest Showman.
Greatest Showman.
And then it just goes to something else, and it's freaking great. So that's the end of that spoiler.
Well, I was about to say,
that was so funny.
Our buddy Dan Gottlieb, we're trying to work some stuff out.
Yeah,
one of his friends was actually the mom in the minivan.
Oh, that's cool.
She had that part. So we're gonna see if we maybe can get her on the show. And
then
he had another friend. If I'm telling the story right, I believe that he doubled Sabretooth in the stunts, like for the fights.
Oh, that's cool.
So
the cameos are ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I've seen all of those, so I know who all.
And the meme of 2024 is from the movie. You know, it's Gambit.
Yeah,
I mean, that is the thing. And then if you hear, I saw an interview with
Channing Tatum.
There we go, Channing Tatum.
I
couldn't remember his name because this guy over here is a Magic Mike guy. But anyway, the fact that he, much like some other guys, he desperately wanted to play this one particular character.
Well, he was supposed to have a movie, and it got canceled. Fox.
So him being able to be in it is cool, and apparently he's a big fan of Gambit.
Yeah,
and so I thought that was
the one that I liked that they brought back was bringing Wesley Snipes back to play Blade.
Yes,
because a lot of people don't realize Blade actually saved the MCU.
That's right.
Before the MCU was an actual thing.
Yep.
That film is an R-rated film. It's very dark, very brutal. Everybody's like, I don't know if this is going to work.
Yep.
I was like, you've got the perfect character for something dark and brutal, you know.
Heck yeah.
And it made enough money that it literally saved Marvel, for the movies and the fact that he brought him back, and kind of gave him that. Yeah, and now there's talks of bringing him back to do like an older Blade and like because Blade was
cool.
They were going to make a new Blade movie.
And wait a minute, but Blade's half vampire, right?
Yeah.
So how is he an older? Like his human part ages?
He still ages. It's
okay,
it's not.
Oh, okay.
Like a normal human.
I'll buy in.
He kind of got the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
He had all their strengths and none of their weaknesses.
Yeah.
But they were supposed to reboot Blade and I guess do the MCU version of Blade.
Right.
And it's been in production limbo.
Yeah.
Just things have happened and this, that, and the other. And then when they bring him in for this cameo, everybody's like, what if we get Wesley Snipes to
What if
come
we
back?
do this again?
And it's like,
Like, well, you know, we talked about this already.
so it's neat that he's kind of come full circle where they didn't want him and didn't know what to do with it. And now it's like, wow, we've got a potential gold mine. But the fact that Ryan Reynolds brought him back to kind of give him that proper, respect to that character, I thought was really cool. I know the Chris Evans one is hilarious.
God, that's great. Yes. It's fantastic.
He's going to say it. He's going to say it.
No, yeah.
Goes, flame
do
on.
it, do it. Ah.
He's like, what?
I'm going to bring something up here that.
No.
No, nothing about that. I wanted to give a little shout, and I think we need to just try to see if we can get a hold of Pat to talk about it. He's got an upcoming
The Brickonomicon.
Brickonomicon, yes. He's got
September
that's what I'm looking
27th,
for.
28th, I believe.
Yeah, there you go.
Dang, I'm good.
Going to be in Knoxville. It's going to be a really cool thing. I mean, this is a big deal. Him and Tall Man Toys are working together with this, I believe.
Yes.
And Martin Kleba, that's local here.
Local.
He's been in a bunch of films. He's going to be there, Pirates of the Caribbean, stuff like that. And it's going to be he's got a bunch of voice actors and stuff. So if you are a big fan of Lego, anime, that realm of stuff, you need to check this out. Brickhouse Collectibles, big buddies of ours. But that's going to be a cool show.
Yeah.
To check out, I think. So
Well, it
just made me think of that when you were saying that. So
it's amazing, kind of switching gears for a little bit, but amazing, like the shows in the area. I mean, we've got some good ones.
there's some bad ones.
I
That don't
can
invite
either
us.
confirm or deny. I have no comment on that. But there are some really good shows in the area, and they're bringing in some guests. They're growing, and if you get a chance to support a local show, support the local shows. So there's a PSA on that.
There it is, man. Man. So are you done with the dread or what?
I'm painting some accessories. The mines and the gas grenades. I'm working on them. I just got about those. I don't know. I think maybe hit them with a clear coat a couple times and have them sealed. And I think that's pretty much it. I've still got to finish some stuff on the boots. So that'll be con crunch. So if I get those done this week.
So it's Labor Day weekend, right?
Yeah, we're heading out Thursday evening after work.
Hotlanta.
Hotlanta, GA. Yeah.
How long are you going to be down there? How many?
We're coming back Monday.
Okay.
So we're down there for the whole weekend.
Going to do the whole thing. I've done that before.
I've done that several times.
Whew.
I was a much younger man when I did that.
Place is rough.
Well, it's gotten so big.
It's huge, man.
Well, the America's Mart, they had moved all the vendor stuff down there. And the first year it was 2 floors.
Yep.
I think this year it's like 5 or 6. It's going to be
The last time I
nuts.
went, there were 3 floors.
Yeah, they've got like 5 or 6 floors of stuff.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I know.
Hey, I saw our buddy Ming Chen's going to be there.
Yes,
You need to go find
I'm
Ming.
gonna go find Ming.
Take him something. See if we
I don't
take.
know, we'll take-
no, don't take
oh.
him that. I'm sure he's got that. But take him something from the show. Don't quit trying to steal my shit.
What? Why? You should take him something from the show.
No, I meant no. This is my stuff. This is not show stuff.
Oh.
Take him a hat or something. He already has a shirt. But yeah, go by and see him. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'd messaged him, telling him he was going to be by, and then I'm looking forward. There's some online friends that I've had. That, my buddy Bobby Whalen is going to be down there. He's actually the one that I based my Groot costume on because he had posted his original build in the replica props forum, and I was kind of using that as a guide to build. And we actually started a group on
Groot
group on Facebook. Like built how to build costumes, and everybody's kind of sharing tips and tricks and whatnot on there. So have been friends with him for 4 or 5 years on Facebook and stuff. So we're going to be in the same town at the same time. So looking forward to meeting up with him. I've got some friends that are going to be through that I haven't seen in a while. So that's neat. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I think Meat Shield J was wanting me to get an autograph, but I know he keeps talking about, bashing my characters. That may not happen. Just saying there, Meat Shield.
No, that's cool, man. You'll have to give us a full report when you get back.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm really wanting to hit Artist Alley, and
yeah, that's where a lot of this stuff that you can see in the background of the video and so that's where
I've picked up a lot of stuff over the years. I was lucky enough to get George Perez.
Mm-hmm.
I got a sketch from him.
Yeah, we've talked about that
and
before.
So I'm kind of looking to see who's. I've not really looked because I've been so busy building stuff and working on other things. I've not sat down and actually looked at the list of who's coming to
There's a lot of
Con.
neat art that's there. I mean, all this stuff, that we have or that I have on the wall, just about all of it
because this is Chad stuff. This is not
good.
show stuff.
Yeah, this is not show stuff. So, I mean, and you can get full autographs, all kinds of stuff, man. I mean, it was cool. But it's just, man.
What I'm worried about is it getting too people-y.
Oh, that place too people-y?
Yeah.
What?
All of Atlanta, it is a bit much sometimes. Price.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I mean, the only reason I'm going is because I got a free ticket.
Well, that reduces the price a lot because it's an expensive ticket now, I think. Depending on when you buy it.
John got his early when he bought his ticket, so he got them early. So I think, they're in that $100 range.
Which I guess isn't bad for a
but it's the
for
hotel.
The time frame. But yeah, it's the
hotels.
It's ridiculous.
So,
but anyway,
yeah. So did a little penny pinching, and but I mean, it's gonna be neat just to get to see some people that I've not seen in a really long time. Some people I've not met before in person. So it'll be fun. But go down there and see if anybody's dressed up as whatever crappy Disney show we were talking about. I don't even remember the name of it. It's so bad.
It was, you suck. Why would you do that? Jeez, Wes, quit doing that.
Well, no.
No, that's cool, man. I'm looking forward to that there. I mean, we'll have an episode before then, too. But anyway,
We will?
I guess. Will we not?
No.
No, it's next week.
It's next week.
You literally just said that.
Yeah. Sometimers just kicking in on him earlier.
Right.
It's been a rough week for all of us.
It's been a bit. It's been a... Yeah.
He tries so hard. He really does.
Shut up. But no, so I guess the next one we have, which will probably be after.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could call. I could phone. You could phone a friend, and
we'll figure it out.
Me walking
we
around.
Might figure it out. I don't know.
I don't know. It's like, what's the range on that thing? We like walking around. It'd be like one of the scary movies, like where it's the first person point of view, and the camera's all shaky and stuff.
Wes would have it pointed at himself because he'd have it backwards. You're like, I hope you can see this.
Look at this. That would be hilarious, though.
It would. I think we've done enough.
Well,
I think we wore out the internet.
Mission accomplished. We broke the internet.
You know what? Good luck, man, at the show. It's going to be awesome. Judge Dredd it up. Street judge it up.
Yeah.
Give it.
He just keeps making it worse.
Give us some kind of Judge Dredd thing.
I am the law.
You're the law. All right. Until next time. This is the old ball man Chad with Judge Payne, also known as Redneck West.
Yeehaw. I should have put the helmet on and done that.
We'll put it on.